is Michelle Jeffers. I use she, her pronouns. I'm in the Counseling Psych doctoral program in the Applied Psych department, and I'm currently a second year. Leading up to my dissertation research, I've been working with the DCRUIT program, which is a trauma-informed, theater-focused intervention group therapy for military veterans. So I've been involved in this program in a couple different roles and in different ways. One is researcher and then another is co-facilitator. So I recently was able to help co-facilitate the group intervention with a small subset of previously incarcerated military veterans, which was such a great experience. And then I've been involved in a research capacity. So I've gotten a small grant to lead public events where the past participants of DCRUIT will perform their constructed monologue as part of the intervention to family and friends to discuss how the transition to civilian life is similar and different to the transition, from incarceration back into civilian life as well. In terms of myself identifying as an activist and advocacy, military veterans, there are numerous suicides a day in this population, and they're very much so in need, and current treatments are not adequately supporting these veterans who are coping with stress, trauma, and lots of other things in terms of military culture and military communities. So making sure they're not forgotten and trying to develop new innovative interventions to help the veterans in need. It's very much so ingrained in the counseling psych field, the importance of advocacy, the importance of applying research rather than conducting research just for research's sake. So the idea that we can actually help people in applying this research, and how do we work with communities to make these interventions translational, cost-effective, and accessible. So working with communities, I've worked with New Yorkers, veterans in the New York area, so community is super important. Finding faculty, mentors, even if it's not just faculty, other students, peers, students at higher grade levels that are working in the advocacy space. So they've successfully been able to apply their research or, put policy into place and work on policy. So working with people that have that activist muscle so you can learn from them is super important. And just understanding that there's really no too little of a task and too little of a feat. So understanding that you kind of build from the ground up. So not getting discouraged with how slow progress can be made, and the little steps are important. My father is a military veteran. So I've grown up in the military community and military culture. I've worked with veterans in a clinical research setting. Oftentimes veterans are placed into a box. The idea of what they're interested, what they can do, how meaningful their lives are, what they can contribute to society is really skewed and put into a very small box. So working with military veterans in a past clinical research setting, I really understood that these people are unseen and not understood, and that sort of sparked a fire in me to try to help contribute to their voice and uplift their voices.